The pub game. A guy walks into a pub in the middle of the countryside and orders a pint. While the barman is pouring his drink, he notices a drawer behind the bar that's stuffed with cash. Must be close to £5,000 in there. Curious, he asks the barman, "What's this about?" "Ah, it's a little game we got here," says the barman. "It'll cost a tenner to hear the rules, but if you pass 3 tests you get all the money in the jar." "Alright, I'm interested. What do I do?" says the man, handing over a £10 note. "Right, here's the rules. First off, you got to drink this whole bottle of tequila in 1 minute and keep a straight face the whole time. After that there's a Pitbull out back and he's got a rotten tooth. You gotta get that tooth pit of his mouth without using any tools. And finally there's my great aunt Irene upstairs. She's 102 years old. She's been bedridden and incontinent since 1962, and she's never had sex. You've got to go up there and pop her wrinkled, leathery cherry." The man is aghast. "There's no way I could do all that. I'd barely make it out the door after that much tequila, let alone do the rest." "That's up to you," says the barman. "But you paid to hear the rules, and I told you the rules. Guess this tenner of yours will just have to go to someone who ain't afraid of a little challenge." So the man gets stuck into his pint, then another, and eventually bravado gets the better of him. "Right, give me that bottle," he demands. The barman hands him the bottle and the man tears the cap off, and he starts necking it, gulping it down, and with tears streaming down his face, he fights the urge to grimace and somehow polishes it off in 50 seconds flat. Then he staggers towards the back door, to find the Pitbull chained up to a pole. Before long, everybody inside hears a cacophony of growling, crashing, screaming, and then, silence. The silence is deafening. For a few long moments everybody fears the worst. Suddenly, the door is kicked open and the man lurches back inside with his clothes ripped to shreds and soaked in blood. With a look of grim determination on his face he drunkenly slurs, "Right, where's the old woman with the bad tooth then? Give most people cake and they will eat it. Give a Redditor cake and he will farm the everlasting shit out of it. What's it called when you die and come back as a hillbilly? Reincarnation. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious." Now, we all know that Mahatma Gandhi didn't wear shoes when he walked, so he had rather large calluses on his feet. He also did not eat much, making him rather frail, and due to his diet, his breath was unpleasant, to say the least. He was a supercalloused fragile mystic hexed with halitosis. Soviet curfew. A man in Moscow is walking home after his day at work and he walks past a security checkpoint. One of the guards calls to him and tells him to stop, but he takes off running. The guard raises his rifle, takes aim, and shoots him dead in the street. The other guard stares at him. "What did you do that for?" he asks. "Curfew violation." The other guard says. "Curfew violation? Curfew isn't for another half hour." "I know. That's my friend. I know where he lives. He never would have made it." Please smash the like button, and subscribe to my channel.